So we're missing the logo on the top header of this web page, and that's actually a good thing because now we're going to configure that logo image through our Joomla template style. But before I do that, I want to make sure that my header is the same background color as my logo will be when it matches it. So I need to make sure that this is going to have a green background by default, but then I could, of course, override it to yellow later on. And I'm going to show you how to set that up now. So back here in the back end of Dreamweaver again, I am going to flip over here to my Protostar template file. This is Protostar index.php. From your www or your htdocs folder, go into your templates folder, go into the Protostar folder, and in index.php, this is the code here that is driving that template. And once again, we're going to steal from this. If you scroll on down the page here, we're looking for the code that changes the background color of your web page, and that can be found actually within the HTML starting here on lines 98. And so what we want to do is we want to copy this bit of code here from the question mark PHP here all the way on down to right here. This is what we want, this much of the code. So this is lines 97 through 106. And I'm going to go ahead and Control or Command C to copy that little bit of code. Now, this is a style that is going to be going in the head of your document. So it's an embedded style as opposed to a style from an external style sheet. And this is okay because this might be overriding some values that you might have created in your custom style sheet. And by putting it in the head of the document, then we're overriding what is in that custom style sheet. So I'm going to copy this little bit of code and I'm going to go to my index.php file. And I'm going to scroll on down here to the head of my document. Where I want to put this is just after my custom style sheet. So right here between my bit of code that's referencing my custom style sheet and my /head tag, around line 30, I'm going to paste in the code that I just copied. And in fact, there's a couple of little issues with it. I'm getting there. Just hang on. So here's what's happening. So it says if there are some parameters like get template color, okay? And we called out template color inside of our XML file. That was going to be the color that will become the color for our header. Then what we're going to do is we're going to write in a embedded style, which starts with our style tag. And then we need our style declaration. Well, in our custom style sheet, our header is actually just a header HTML tag with a background color associated with it. So I need to change this. It's not body.site. It is simply header. And then what I want to do is I want to change the background color. So I'm going to erase, I don't need the border top, but template color is the name of my variable. So actually I want template color, but I want it to appear right here. So here's what that code says now. It says in my header, we're going to have a background color of, get the template color out of the template and display it here. Okay. We need to end our style with a semicolon. We need to end our style with a curly bracket, and of course we need our closing style tag. So don't forget to add those items. Our PHP tag opens here and closes here, so that should be all set. But notice that there's a curly bracket right here. So we're going to need to end that curly bracket right here. And I think that's here inside of index.php. Down here at the bottom, you see that little bit of code here, lines 124 to 126. Copy that and paste that in here at line 40. So that is our closing bracket here to make PHP happy. It needs an opening and a closing bracket associated with the if. And we have our opening and closing style tags, and we have a well-formed style that's declared here as well. Okay, so now if I go ahead and save my index.php, file save, and I've got all my code correct, when I flip over to the front end of the website and I refresh, I should see absolutely nothing different. That's because we set a default value for our header background color inside of the XML file, and we set that to be this green color. In order to make the yellow version for the English pages of our website, we're going to need to change that to yellow, and we're going to need to upload the yellow version of the logo. And then for the Italian pages, we're going to leave the background color at green, and we're going to need to upload the green background logo. Then we'll be done configuring this part of the website. So I'll show you how to do that in the next video.